If you wonder how you can come across a job you love, let's have a look together. You might have chosen your current job due to the pressure of your parents or environment, or because of obligation. I had already been accepted by this university, so I had to study there. The world's economy, the situations and conditions pushed me into this profession. They imposed it. I'm doing this by force. If you think this is the case, it's not. You are exactly where your needs so far have been, but you want something else. Whatever that other thing is, you also need to be in a different state and be in a different mood in order to get what you want. In other words, you have to be in the frequency and your vibration of the job that you want to get. Let's set this up together. Let's first suppose that you don't have a job and you are looking for one. You want to come across a job. If you keep complaining and stay at home saying, I have no job anyway, what can I do? I have nothing to do but stay home. You'll continue to sit. If you want a job, get up early in the morning as if you are working at that job first, imagining what kind of job you want, and you leave the house after having breakfast as if you are going to work. First, take action by going to a cafe, a park, or the neighborhood where you want your work to be. Arrange a place or venues to sit accordingly. Even go to the areas, museums, exhibitions, seminars, movies, etc., related to the job you want to do, and in the areas, in the neighborhood you want it to be, because you'll multiply what you watch. This is one part of it. On the other hand, many people say, I can't do the job I love. We say, okay, but do you love yourself? So-so. Do you love life? So-so. So is there anything you really like? Occasionally, etc. Okay, but what do you enjoy, savor doing? If you don't savor doing a job, we should look at the savoring part first. Why don't you enjoy life or yourself enough? Some people like to linger. For example, they like spending time gossiping, talking about someone, criticizing someone at work, getting angry about someone. Thus, they enjoy staying flat by judging them. These people will linger. They are meant to live that hellish life anyway. Others, however, want to produce, to create something. They primarily want to do something in order to contribute to life, to the whole. For those who want to make this production, a door opens and they are told, come and see, enjoy, and taste what you are doing now. For example, you are listening here and I am conveying something. Do you enjoy what you are listening to in the process? Maybe yes. If you do, then feel this state well. And now turn to the jobs that you can have this taste. Let these chats, these conversations be had in the places you are in, or be in the environments and jobs where you will reflect or where you will experience this state. Do your practices, moves, and behaviors on topics that you will enjoy. For example, if you love cooking, go towards cooking. Or let's say you want to write, be in the writing. But you are to savor while writing. First of all, eliminate the areas that you will not savor. But sometimes, there are areas and jobs that you put away, although you have to savor them. Those areas you run from, I am not saying the areas you don't savor, always are where your treasures are located. It might be art, painting, or, for example, however, Maybe you will do something very technical and profitable within that painting, that handicraft, within the creation system of that art. Maybe you are going to make a design, a logo through computer programming or a painting animation, but maybe you'll be able to take these to completely different areas. The most crucial point to understand here is that the obstacle in front of you is yourself. As soon as we realize this point, excuses get out of the way. Excuses like I couldn't because of the outside, because of the education I have had so far, because of my mother and father, because of the environment, because of the country, because of my shortcomings or obstacles. What is left when you throw all these away? The barriers you have placed in front of you. And at this point, if you want, you can remove those barriers one by one and replace them with open paths. You are saying, easy to say. It is not because if we create life by reflecting it from ourselves, the materials in us are reflected in our lives. The things you believed are hard have naturally become hard. Your impossibles have not been possible either. However, in the realm of possibilities, what you wish happens the way you wish, and it continues to happen. If you don't know how to savor, if you say all the same to all tastes, if you say I'll do any job in your expressions and words, but when offered a job, decline it, saying I won't do this job, you will not get a job anyway. If you find the worldly life tasteless, you'll find everything you do tasteless. If you have complaints, anger or resentment about a female, woman, substance or the world in life, this will be reflected in everything that has to do with all that flat energy. Or if complaints, anger or resentment or disagreement with a man, with the spirit, spirituality or time, these will be reflected in all other elements, all vertical elements, positive elements. So you will attract the work that you will liken yourself by using the law of each part belongs to the whole on the one hand, and the law of attraction on the other. So whatever state you are in, you will attract that sort of work towards you. If you have fears and anxieties, no matter what job you do, you will continue to live with that fear and anxiety. And as long as you don't improve it, you won't be comfortable inside. Even if you have a job or occupation where you earn lots and lots of money, or you have a very comfortable and relaxed job, if you are not comfortable in your own body, if you are not peaceful in your own emotions, if you are not calm in your own brain, negativity will follow you wherever you go. So, first you are to reach comfort and peace in your inner home, then you will reflect that peace in your work, life, and efforts. If someone does not enjoy their work in this world, if they are involved in things that they do not enjoy, they in fact make their life a living hell. But notice what's behind this. The lack of love causing the inability to do anything with passion. Every job, action, and behavior we do is actually a reflection of us to the universe. But that reflection is also the messages we send to our soul, our essence, and to Allah. We say, I am like this, I am in this state, and I am sending this state to you, my Allah. In a way, just like in the story of Adam's children making an offering to Allah. As the story goes, Cain and Abel both set out to give their best products. For example, Abel sends Allah his best ram, whereas Cain sends grapes that are about to rot, saying, Allah doesn't need them. So if the work that comes out of your hands are like grapes that are about to rot, because you think, whatever, who will see what I'm doing? What good is it for? I can do this negatively, I can do it by thinking about bad things. I can do it with anger and gossip. Be sure that you will be paid a bit of a high price for this. However, if you have love and affection, and if you care about even in the simplest job, if you do it with love, passion, and value, as if you are offering it to Allah, just as Abel did by choosing his best ram and presenting it to Allah, then you get the approval of Adam, that is the Father. The confirmation there is the confirmation of the soul. A job that is not approved by your spirituality, your inner self, I have recently made a video about it, means not having your own consent. If someone does not have their own consent, it means that they do not have the consent of Allah. For this reason, it is very important to get the consent of your own conscience, your own existence, your inner self, and your essence, which means that you did justice to the work at hand. When someone does justice to their work, it means they are doing it with love. If you belittle a job in a field, no matter what job it is, you will be belittled. If you look down on an event, you will encounter the same treatment on the area or work that you look down on. You will be looked at through the glasses you look at the matter and the world. So how do you view work, any work, even if it is to write a word or to express a word? Look through the perspective as to see how important life is. See and watch life, loving and embracing it. Some people have belittled and have not cared about the world and life. Yes, this life and the world are really ruled by very different systems and laws. Although it may seem to be displayed by very simple divine laws, it is very important to us. Yes, this world may be a simulation, it may be a dream, but within this dream, we live in a reality and we continue to create the various destinies of the beyond body realm through what we will live and realize in this reality. That's why, on the one hand, if one can wake up in a state, a job, a small taste and meet with it, if one can get involved with the sweet taste in this job, for example, I was doing healing work after my university years, and I was doing most of these by spending money. I mean, I was paying for travel. I was going to people, giving lectures, attending conferences, giving seminars. And so I was using what I earned for travel and various other things. Later, when I started doing other jobs as well, I was saying, I enjoy and savor doing healing work so much. Why should I need to make money from it? I receive so much already. Thank God. Eventually, it has become my job. It has become my profession. And right now, I am actually doing a healing by this conveyance and I am enjoying it. And in every word, in every letter, in their intervals and spaces, I actually heal myself and flow to myself with the work I love. As I flow into myself, I also flow into you, whom I know as me and myself. Let our jobs be our love for each of us. Let's work it as it is our love. Let's embrace with love. Goodbye.